you're in combat and your character goes down. 0 hit points, you're at, things are looking rough for the party. But maybe your barbarian, your wizard, your cleric are feeling like, okay, it's, just went down, you got 3 turns before we're, two turns until we're worried about anything. Well, I think, when you are rolling death saves, that should be one of the most climactic points of a D&D session. But most people consider, okay, we have some time to worry about that. That's why I think, I bring to the table, that death saves should be a private roll between the player and the DM behind a screen. That way, nobody knows. You can try to read the player's reaction, but I think nobody knows if that was a 19 or if it was a 1, if you have 1 turn before there's a possible death in your party. It really brings some tension to the table that you don't really get when you see somebody, okay, I rolled a 12 and I rolled a 15, I'm probably gonna get up in the next couple turns. You don't need to really worry about me. You can have 2 rolls and think, okay, this person could be dying. My best friend in this game could have their character dying. I need to go help them. I don't wanna just wait for them to get up on their own.
I'm going to have to figure out a way to disagree with that. And that's the hardest thing I'll ever do, because that idea fucking slaps. Oh.
Investment is always something I'm looking for more than immersion. Because when they care, they want to be immersed. They want to be there. They want to be a part of what's there. So making them care about their characters and having these emotional story beats, or taking even little things from their backstory, even if they've submitted 18 pages. Not that I've done that in the past. Know better now. But doing those things to create oh, this is something I really care about, means that they want to get invested. It's that much easier to get viability.
Wow. That just what you said of investment is the path to immersion. Don't go straight for immersion. You need to get them to invest, and then immersion is going to follow as natural.
Exactly.
Wow. That's so fucking smart.
Now what do you want? Now that you don't have that, I'm here to throw elbows because no one can tell me what to do. I'm a chaotic player that's here to I'm going to go start a bakery in the corner. I'm like, okay, let's go start a bakery.
Yeah.
Is that really what you wanted?
You want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
And I think that's the funniest thing in the world too, because when you do that, you often find that as long as your structure is not oppressive or inhibitive, you end up finding that the structure can become just what is the most attractive thing in the space. The difference between you walk into a room and there's a big shiny button and you go, all you kids line up and push the fucking button. And those kids will be like, fuck you and your button.
Yep.
And but you just say, all right, here's a room. Do whatever you want. And there's a giant button in the middle. You've all but guaranteed.
Thank you. And it's perfect. And then they feel they're well, I could have done anything and I chose the button. So aren't we the same? And you're like, yep, you're my little teacher's pet. I love you.
A phrase used in writing a lot is have your character, stick them in a tree, throw rocks at them in the tree, get them down from the tree, stick them in the tree, find ways to keep them getting into hijinks and testing them, because that's where you're going to find the comedy of how they react and all that stuff. So I'm very fine with giving my characters a win or giving them a huge loss. I don't care.
We often talk about the DM who DMs a game on rails, and the way that happens is becoming too dedicated to the story that you crafted and forgetting that it's a story that is crafted by everyone at the table. So you don't need every detail of a place, because you might send your players there and they're going to call out things that they want to see, and you can have them there. And I think we are improvisers, so I feel like we also have that extra kind of knee-jerk where it's I'm going to corral you and then create with you. But I think you shouldn't be too afraid to yes, these are all the details of the aspect, the details and aspects of things you're going to see, and and let that build with the players.
So it's just bit by bit, kind of through character decisions, through my own decisions at the table. I do a little bit of world building at a time, and that might not be the best way of doing it. I don't create a world all at once and let my players play in it. I'm trying to build it. I'm putting those train tracks down as I'm rolling over them.
I think that's beautiful, man. Yeah. And I think this there are so many home games that work that way, that start, and whether you start with a little or a lot, the world building that ends up meaning the most to you is the stuff that is discovered at the table, right? And especially because, if a game goes on long enough, it stretches over months and years, you're gonna add more to a world, even even if it was very developed when you started it,
Yeah.
you're going to go, like a year later, you're like, wait, I got an idea for a secret society or a doomsday cult